In this episode of Trekking Through Compliance, we consider the compliance and leadership lessons from the episode Wink of an Eye, which aired on November 29, 1968, and occurred stardate 5710.5. This episode has some really interesting science fiction in it. It also has some great special effects. Kirk is his most amorous in this, so that makes this episode interesting from that perspective alone. But there's some interesting compliance and leadership takeaways from this episode. Number one, what questions should your board be asking about compliance? With the expansion of the Caremark doctrine, the role of the board has become more significant and indeed more critical. And if the board doesn't engage, it can open itself up to potential liability. Two, as the chief compliance officer, who do you report to? Do you report to the general counsel? Do you report to the CEO? Do you report to the audit committee? Do you report to the full board? All important questions. And number three, how the tone at the top impacts your organization. If the tone is get it done, make your numbers, that's going to lead to one set of behavior. But if the tone is something very different, we're going to do business ethically and in compliance, obviously that sets another type of oeuvre within your organization. So tone really does matter, and tone is set from the top of the organization. What's the tone in your organization? I know you'll enjoy this episode of Trekking Through Compliance.